There are times when you feel stuck in place, no matter how hard you try, when the knots in your heart seem to tighten, the more you struggle. The truth is, knots don't untangle when you force them. Today, by the time this prayer that will gently melt your heart comes to an end, you will experience the stone in your chest disappearing. Right now, in this moment, I slowly close my eyes, temporarily stepping away from all the noise of the world. I take time to face myself, and myself alone. I hear a small groan echoing from deep within my chest. It is the voice of my heart that has been suppressed for so long. I am exhausted. I feel lost. I don't know which way to go. I am not ashamed of this confession, because this is not weakness, but true courage. I open the door of my heart and take out everything that has been piled up inside, one by one, and place them in the light. Today I sat quietly with a heavy heart. I think for a long time about what this weight pressing down on my shoulders really is. Sometimes it came in the form of fear of failure, sometimes in the shape of others' expectations, and sometimes in the guise of disappointment in myself pressing down upon me. My heart felt so tight, as if bound by thick, strong rope, that I hesitated for a long time, not knowing where to begin untying it. When did this rope start to bind me? Perhaps in childhood, someone's careless words became the first knot. Why can't you do better than that? All the other children can do it, but you can't. Those words lodged deep in my heart, causing me to unconsciously demand higher standards of myself. I feel like I've been running hard, but why does it seem like I'm in the same place? Why do the knots in my heart only seem to get tighter? This question tormented me every night. When I open my eyes in the morning, I resolve, today will be different. But by the end of the day, I find myself still standing in the same place. It feels like running on a treadmill, moving my feet diligently but not actually moving forward even an inch. This stagnation brought me deep despair. Am I not trying hard enough? Do I lack ability? Or is my method wrong? Countless self-blame and doubts tightened the knots in my heart even more. I lay bare this feeling of being blocked without hiding it in this moment. I believed I always had to be strong. I thought I always had to have answers. I felt I should never waver. But now in this moment I confess, I am not strong. I don't have the answers. I am wavering. And I realize that this confession doesn't make me weak, but rather is the first step toward true healing. Taking off the mask, laying down the armor, I feel how precious this moment is. When I face myself as I truly am, first slowly, deeply breathing, I exhale the breath within me. I slowly breathe in through my nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. This air flows through every corner of my body, passing through all the blocked passages, and I slowly breathe out through my mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With this breath, the toxins accumulated inside me escape. Through my lips, I exhale the breath called anxiety. Where did this anxiety come from? Worry about the future, regret about past mistakes, dissatisfaction with the present. All of these became one large mass of anxiety, pressing down on my chest. What will happen tomorrow? Can I resolve this situation? What if I fail? These questions endlessly circled in my mind. But now in this moment, I exhale that anxiety. Purr. Together with this air escaping between my lips, anxiety also departs, and I empty out the breath called worry. Worry takes a more concrete form than anxiety. Will my parents' health be okay? Is my position at work secure? What will become of my children's future? Can I manage financially? These worries, like spider webs, are spread throughout my heart, catching me every time I try to move forward. But I now realize, worrying doesn't solve problems. Worry only drains the energy I need to solve problems. The real solution comes not from worry, but from wise action. So I release these worries from my hands one by one. The obsession that I must solve everything myself. I now acknowledge how much this has been suffocating me. I am not Superman. I am not a perfect person. I don't have answers to all problems. And that's not a problem at all, because I am not alone. Around me are people who can help me. Within me is wisdom and strength I haven't yet discovered, and in this universe exist mysterious helping hands that I cannot comprehend. I now lay down the heavy burden that I must solve everything alone. The impatience that results must come right now. I confess how much this has tormented me. We live in a fast-paced era. With one click, we get information. With one touch, we order things. With one search, we find answers. In this environment, I've come to mistakenly believe that everything should happen instantly. But life's most precious things are not obtained instantly. Deep relationships need time, true growth requires patience, and meaningful change needs consistency. I now lay down my impatience and accept the beauty of patience. I gently loosen the taut string of my heart. Only now do I feel how taut the string of my heart has been. I have lived in tension, as if it might snap at any moment. The pressure to always do my best, the fear of never making mistakes, the obsession to be perfect in every way, all of these have tightened the string of my heart. But now I gradually loosen that string. A taut string will eventually break, but a moderately loose string sways flexibly and lasts long. I choose sustainability over perfection. I choose peace over tension. I choose freedom over pressure. The invisible light within me caresses the knots in my heart. Where does this light come from? It is a sacred flame from deep within my soul. No matter how dark the times, it never goes out. No matter how difficult the trials, it still shines. It is the light of life that has existed within me from the beginning. This light is warm. Just as sunlight melts frozen ground, just as spring breeze melts frozen streams, this light gently melts the hard knots in my heart. Those problems that became tighter when forced apart gradually loosen in this warm embrace. This is the healing power of warmth. On a cold winter day, everyone has experienced trying to untie frozen shoelaces only to have them tangle more. But when you slowly warm them with warm hands and gently work them, they eventually come undone. The knots in my heart are the same. The more forcefully I try to solve them, the more complicated they become. But when approached with warm understanding and gentle forgiveness, they naturally untangle. I simply gaze at the knots in my life that I couldn't untie. Not trying to solve them, not trying to analyze them, not trying to judge them, just looking at them as they are. There is amazing power in this gazing. When we look at something as it truly is, we become one with it. And when we become one with it, we come to understand its essence. When we understand the essence of a knot, that knot begins to untie itself. It's okay, everything's okay. This one phrase echoes from deep within my chest. Whose voice is this? It is the wise voice of my inner self. It is the compassionate whisper of the universe. It is the eternal truth of life. It's okay, everything's okay. It's okay if this moment isn't perfect. It's okay if I don't know all the answers. It's okay if I sometimes fall. It's okay if I occasionally lose my way, because all of this is part of the process of growth. With those words, the stone pressing on my chest gradually lightens. How long have I carried this heavy stone? Perhaps years, perhaps decades. I became so accustomed to the weight of this stone that I mistook it for part of me. I'm naturally a heavy person. Life is naturally this hard. Happiness is far from me. But now, as this stone gradually lightens, I realize this weight was never my essence. I was originally a light and free being. Happiness wasn't somewhere far away, but was already within me. This change doesn't happen suddenly. Slowly, very slowly, just as winter becomes spring, just as seeds sprout, little by little it happens. And this gradual change is the deepest and most sustainable change. Sudden changes often cause backlash, but gradual changes take deep root and become permanent. I watch this slow change with patience. I believe that the blocked path will soon become a new passage. Dead ends we encounter in life are not the end. They are signals for a change of direction. They are invitations to discover a better path. They are messages to go within and find the true path. Great discoveries in history often began at dead ends. Columbus, blocked from reaching India, discovered a new continent. Edison invented the light bulb. At the end of thousands of failed attempts, countless artists created masterpieces. At the dead end called despair, the blocked paths in my life are the same. This is not an end, but a signal for a new beginning. I realize that this pause is not regression, but waiting to take deeper root. When we observe nature, we can easily discover this truth. When winter comes, all plants stop growing. To the eye, it appears nothing is happening. But what is happening deep underground? Roots are growing deeper. Preparation is being made to bloom brilliant flowers next spring. In the unseen places, powerful life force is accumulating. My life's stagnation is the same. While it may appear that nothing is changing outwardly, important changes are happening deep within. When the tangled threads of my heart untangle one by one, the flow of my life will also begin again. Anyone who has untangled thread knows this. At first, it's completely overwhelming, not knowing where anything is. Pulling this thread makes it tangle more. Touching that thread creates knots. But patiently, calmly, untangling one by one, there comes a moment when the entire tangle smoothly unravels. What's needed until that moment is patience, not pulling impatiently, continuing to try without frustration, not losing hope even with small progress. This is the secret to untangling thread and the secret to untying life's knots. Now I gain the courage to start again. Where does this courage come from? It comes from the realization that I am not alone. It comes from confidence that infinite possibilities exist within me. It comes from the wisdom that past failures don't guarantee future success. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite fear. Courage is taking the first step, knowing you might fall. Courage is trusting even without certainty. I feel this courage now. I feel a warm power rising from deep in my chest. The wall that blocked me becomes a door, and the rope that bound me becomes a stepping stone I can climb. This is the shift in perspective. The same situation has completely different meaning, depending on how you look at it. If you see an obstacle only as an obstacle, it remains an obstacle forever. But if you see an obstacle as an opportunity, it becomes a stepping stone for growth. That high wall blocking my way, I now see it differently. It's not there to block me, but to make me climb higher. It's not there to frustrate me, but to help me discover my true strength. The rope that bound me is the same. It now becomes a ladder I can climb, a bridge I can cross, and a swing I can hang from to rest. The moment of breaking through stagnation approaches. It may come suddenly one day, or it may happen so naturally that I don't even notice. But one thing is certain, that moment will definitely come. Just as spring surely comes. When trees endure winter, just as dawn surely comes. No matter how long the night, my life's stagnation will definitely end. And that end is a new beginning. Now my heart is as peaceful as a clear spring. How long has my heart been? Murky like cloudy water, all kinds of thoughts, worries, and fears mixed together to cloud the water. But now all of that has settled. Looking into my heart, now clear as spring water, there is peace, there is stillness, there is the pure light of life. This water is not stagnant. It constantly flows, purifying itself. New water always springs up, sustaining life. My heart is alive like this. Today, I will walk toward the light, one step at a time, grateful for the small things given to me. Being able to open my eyes in the morning, being able to breathe, being able to wash with warm water, being able to eat food, being able to be with loved ones. I realize that none of this is taken for granted, but is a blessing. We often miss the small things while pursuing big things. Dreaming of great success, great wealth, great honor, we don't see the small happinesses of this moment. But true happiness lies in small things. A warm cup of tea, sunlight through the window, a loved one's smile, favorite music, a comfortable bed. These small things gathered together make up our lives. To walk toward the light one step at a time, it means not being impatient, not trying to achieve everything at once, but one step today, one step tomorrow, steadily moving forward. The lesson from the story of the tortoise and the hare is clear. Fast and flashy doesn't always win. Slow but steady eventually reaches the goal. I now learn the wisdom of the tortoise. It's okay to be slow. It's okay to fall. It's okay to rest for a while. What's important is not stopping. As this prayer ends, a miracle begins, where all the blocked places in my life open, and the knots untangle. What is a miracle? A miracle is not a supernatural phenomenon that defies natural laws. A miracle is when the impossible becomes possible. A miracle is when what was blocked opens. A miracle is when what was dead comes back to life. And such miracles happen every day. A seed sprouting is a miracle. Winter changing to spring is a miracle. A painful wound healing is a miracle. Such miracles are happening in my life too. Right now, in this moment, in unseen places, blocked passages are opening, tangled knots are untying, and dead hopes are reviving. I am loved and I am a precious being, worthy enough. This is not a lie to comfort me. This is the truth of the universe. I was not born into this world by chance. I am here for some reason, with some purpose. In 13.8 billion years of cosmic history, in 4.5 billion years of Earth's history, in millions of years of human history, Right now, at this moment in this time, the being called I is here. This is not coincidence but miracle. I am a unique being that this universe has specially created for me. Therefore, I deserve to be loved. Therefore, I am precious enough. Therefore, I deserve respect. With a peaceful mind, I walk toward the light again. This is not an end but a beginning. I am passing through the tunnel of darkness and moving toward the light again. This light doesn't only come from outside. This light also comes from within me. I'm not walking toward the light. I am becoming the light and walking. To every person I meet, to every place I go, to everything I do, I transmit this light. I no longer fear darkness, because I myself am the light. Thank you. These two words flow from my lips. What am I grateful for? I am grateful for the entire journey so far. The painful moments, the frustrating experiences, the overwhelming times. All of this made me who I am now. If those difficulties hadn't existed, I wouldn't have gained this deep realization. If those stagnations hadn't existed, I wouldn't have discovered this inner peace. Therefore, I am grateful for everything. Continuing healing. This healing prayer doesn't end here. It begins anew every morning, is reaffirmed every evening, and is an ongoing process every moment. I don't declare that I am perfectly healed, because perfect healing doesn't exist. We are beings who continue to be healed. We are beings who constantly grow. We are beings who learn forever. And this is the beauty of life. A new day. When I open my eyes tomorrow morning, I will remember this prayer again. Perhaps difficulties will come again. Perhaps new knots will form. Perhaps another overwhelming moment will come. But I now know how to deal with all of that. The wisdom to work through all of that. The secret to maintaining peace even in all of that. Therefore, I am not afraid. A shared journey. I convey this to all who hear this prayer. If you too are going through a difficult time, if you too are standing before a blocked path, if you too are suffering from knots in your heart, please know you are not alone. We are all walking the same journey. We are all having the same concerns. We are all being healed together. May your pain not be in vain. May your tears become seeds. May your darkness turn to light. Eternal truth. Finally, I recall this truth. Everything passes. Every winter becomes spring. Every darkness turns to light. This is not hopeful talk, but the law of nature. The earth keeps turning, the seasons keep changing, and life continues. Your life is the same. The current difficulty will surely pass. The current stagnation will surely break through, and the current knots will surely untangle. Final blessing. Now I finish this prayer and give blessings to myself, to all who hear this prayer, to all life in this world. I bless you with peace. I bless you with healing. I bless you with love. I bless you with courage. I bless you with hope. And above all, I bless you to remember that you are your own light. A new first step. Now I rise. I no longer carry a heavy burden. I am no longer bound by taut rope. I am no longer wandering in darkness. I am light. I am free. I shine. And now I take a new first step. This step is not fearful. This step is not impatient. This step is peaceful, because I know there is light on every path I take. There is grace in every moment I encounter. There is meaning in every day I live. The tight knots in my heart have untangled. I won't say they're completely untangled. Perhaps new knots will form tomorrow, but I now know it's natural for knots to form. I've learned how to untie knots. The most important thing is not to be overwhelmed by knots. The stagnation has ended. Has it really ended? Perhaps another stagnation will come. But I now know stagnation is not regression but preparation time. Inner growth happens in the apparent pause. Every stagnation is surely broken through. I am healed. Am I completely healed? Perhaps healing is a lifelong process. But I now know healing is not a result but a process. Every moment is an opportunity for healing. The power of healing is already within me. Thank you for accompanying me on this long journey. May your heart also find peace. May your knots also untangle. May your stagnation also break through. I sincerely pray. And remember, you are not alone. You are loved. You are a precious being worthy enough. With a peaceful mind, I walk toward the light again. Amen.